Welcome back to the Oddcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ricky.
And we're just two odd dudes who decided to start a podcast.
And today we're talking about our guilty pleasures.
Yes, our guilty pleasures. This was an idea given to us by one of you, Charlie.
Charlie!
Who is a longtime listener, longer time friend.
Yeah, that is
and
true.
And even longer time?
Human.
Cool. Human, yeah.
Yep.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nailed it. We just scienced.
That's pretty good science.
I forgot what I was going to say. That's really bad to start the intro. Oh, but today, I was really struggling.
To write a list?
Yeah, to write a list of guilty pleasures. And I'm going to tell you why. This is going to sound conceited, okay?
Because you're proud of everything you do.
No, because I have the best taste in everything.
So you're the one who makes other people feel guilty about their guilty pleasures.
Exactly. I am the guilter, not the guilty.
Good for you,
guilty works in that sense. That worked.
Guilt-E, as in
yeah.
E-E.
Yeah. But
okay.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
But that's what happened.
I don't think that's in the dictionary.
It's okay.
But it could be.
It could be, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really struggle with this. I told my wife that as I was writing my list down of like, what is even a guilty pleasure? And she was like, defining it based off what Google said. And I was like, I don't have any of those. Everything I like is awesome.
What did Google say?
It was something about something that is weird or different than what is normal. And I was like, I don't think that's a guilty pleasure because they didn't even use the word guilt in its definition. A guilty pleasure, my understanding is something that you feel bad that you like, but you like
it's
it
a little
anyways.
bit shameful.
Yeah.
Like you're like a little bit embarrassed that you like it.
Yeah.
But in your own time, you really, really enjoy it.
And I enjoy everything that I do. And anything I don't enjoy, I don't do it. And I don't care what people think.
I think the
that's
majority,
why I have ridiculous theories.
Yeah, I think the majority of what you said didn't apply, but the I don't care what other people think, that really does apply.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Because if I don't like something, or if I feel bad about it, I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But if I feel good about it, I'm gonna do it.
I think that's fair.
But so guilty pleasures was difficult.
Yeah. Mine were ones that I wouldn't mind confessing. Obviously, I'm talking about it on a podcast, so.
This is going out to the world, man. To millions of listeners.
Everyone's going to hear it. It's on the internet. Means
it never goes away.
Never goes away. Eternal.
Did you know that?
Oh my gosh.
Did you ever have anyone ever tell you that if you post stuff on the internet, it doesn't ever go away?
No. I think
I'm glad I could teach you that lesson.
That's crazy.
Someone taught me it last week.
Think about this. That makes us
eternal
going forward.
We thought of the same thing. You know what we should talk about next week?
Eternality.
Time.
Oh, Time. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because I saw Tenet recently.
That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
One of the most, I guess, in-depth time travel movies.
Yeah. We could rank the Christopher Nolan films.
All of them?
All four of them.
No, and you can't put Batman at the top.
I know a top 3.
Oh my gosh. I only know 5 Christopher Nolan films.
I know 4. So
what?
The 3 Batmans and Tenet. Oh,
Inception.
Yeah. I know 5.
I was going to say, I was like, what?
I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've stalled long enough. Do you think it's time to get into this?
I think we're going to, no intro this week. Just stop right here.
Let's get it to the Oddcast.
So we asked you some questions on our Oddstagrams.
Oddstagram.
Is it Oddstagram or Oddstagrams? I feel like I haven't said it in a while.
S.
No S. On our Oddstagrams.
It's a singular Oddstagram.
It's too late. I've already said it. We can't go back. We can't go back in time and change it.
Oh, or can we?
We can go forward in time and talk about it next week.
We're going to talk about it next week. We're going to ruin Tenet. If you haven't seen it, go see it. We're going to ruin it?
Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert. I guess spoiler alert this week for next week's.
But think
we're going to spoil Tenet.
But think about this, okay? If someone is behind, but say someone's listening to this 5 years from now.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what? I found this really popular, really cool podcast.
Yeah.
And I want to start from the inception of this podcast. See what I did there?
Yeah, I got you.
So they start at episode 1.
Yeah.
Then they could go backwards in time because they're like, you know what? These are awful. So I'm going to listen to episode 52 or 53.
Then they go back. Yeah. I
see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because our first ones were bad.
If you're listening from the future,
everyone,
I guess. Everybody is listening.
Everybody listening to this is in the future of this moment, man.
The advice still stands. Just don't listen to the first one or the second one until you've listened to all. If you like us, if you're listening to this one and you haven't been listening for a while, or if this is one of your first 10, you don't have to start at the beginning.
No, start at like 30.
30, yeah, that's a good idea.
No, 25.
What did we do? 30 was with Paul,
25 was our first Ask Us Anything.
Oh, yeah, those were good ones.
That was a good one. All right. Guilty pleasure. Sorry, I distracted you with the time thing. We'll talk more about it next week.
Yeah.
It's going to be a mind-bending, time-traveling, forward, backward,
masterpiece.
Confusion masterpiece.
Yep.
Go ahead.
We asked you on the Oddstagrams that what was your guilty pleasure? And so we're going to talk about yours. We're going to talk about ours. And then we also, at the end, asked you to guess what our guilty pleasures are for just in general.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go over those.
Yeah. I read through those. People got mine right. People got one that I didn't know that I had.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I knew that I had it,
but clocked you.
I didn't think about it as that.
Did they get any of that for Paul?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. We'll get into it.
Yeah. What's the first one? What are we starting with?
First one we're starting with is, what is your guilty pleasure movie? Did you see any of did you look through these answers?
No, sir.
I've looked only primarily at like the first two.
Okay.
So these are all new to me. But what is your guilty pleasure movie?
I have a couple.
Really?
Yeah. This is what I have the biggest list for.
Okay.
First one. This is kind of a dual one, so I'm going to go with that because it goes into multiple categories.
Okay. Yeah.
Also music, because of the soundtrack.
Okay.
Greatest Showman.
Oh, it's a musical.
Love it.
Really?
I don't like musicals. Greatest Showman was phenomenal.
I've never seen it.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
Paul just shook his head. You don't like it?
We should all see it together.
Guys'
We'll
night.
Sing. Guys' night. Greatest Showman, Guys' night. It'll be a great time.
The soundtrack, honestly, I've heard back when I was working at Dutch, the soundtrack would play in our stand and everybody would just belt it out.
It is good. There is some belters on that soundtrack, man. You got to be like vocal ready. If you're on a road trip, you put Greatest Showman soundtrack on, that's hard to say, then you will. It just comes out.
You have to, yeah.
You're going to have to look up the lyrics, though, because you're like, I got to say this right. You look up the lyrics, and you just not let it go. You let them have it.
Gotcha.
Okay? Segue, another guilty pleasure, the movie Frozen.
No way.
I love Frozen.
Really?
I love it.
Why?
Don't know. Didn't see Frozen 2, Frozen 1, amazing. I bought into the Frozen family.
I've seen Frozen 2 whole way through. I've seen the first 20 minutes of Frozen and then bits and pieces here and there. Never seen the full thing.
So good, man.
Olaf
is a phenomenal character.
He is great.
Phenomenal.
I mean, he's good in the second one too. He's the comedic relief, which is always my favorite character. But the first time I saw Frozen, I was at a church lock-in, and it was like one of those overnight ones. And so I watched the first one
with us,
not with you, with one of my friends from high school.
Frozen's that old? Frozen 2?
Frozen 1.
Oh, Frozen 1.
So I watched like the first 20 minutes, and then I was like, I'm gonna go sleep under a table.
When did Frozen 1 come out? 2013, 2014. Really? It's been that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
That is crazy. I love it though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going on my list.
Okay.
Because I have two more.
Wait, I didn't finish what I was saying.
Sorry.
Wait, I think I did actually. I fell asleep under a table, so I didn't watch any more of it. That was it.
Okay. That's weird. Church lock-in.
It was church lock-in. Yeah. What are you gonna
do? Moana.
Oh my gosh, great movie. How is that even a guilty pleasure though?
Because I'm not a Disney person.
Okay.
My wife's the Disney person of the two of us.
Yeah.
I'm the person that doesn't like things.
Have you heard The Rock's new song?
Yes, the rap one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
It is. Well, the other rappers are talented.
Well, yeah, because they're other actual rappers.
But I was listening to it. I was like, oh, this is cool. It's The Rock. Like I heard the TikTok part of it, and I was like, that's fun. Listen to it. I was like, cool, good song. Listen to it again. Listen to the actual rappers on it, and then listen to Rock's part. And I was like, yeah, he's really not that good of a rapper.
No, it's awful.
It's pretty bad.
Do you know who Buddy? Oh my gosh, his name just. Bubba Watson, not Buddy.
Yes,
Bubba Watson.
Bubba Watson, the golfer.
Yeah, you know who he is? Yeah, okay. He has rap songs.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a Christmas one.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But there's one. He starts it. There's other rappers that are good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
His first line, it's Bubba Watts on the mic, y'all.
Yep. I've heard it.
And then he says, but my caddy got a 9. As if he's somewhat gangster. Because a 9 is a gun.
Yeah.
That he's trying to reference, but he's talking about his 9-iron, which is a clever line that he clearly did not write.
Right.
But when he said it, and when you see the music video, it makes you cringe to the point where you want to poke your own eyes out.
That's awesome. I feel like that's exactly the kind of music that a golfer should do. like that is, and I golf. Well, you golf.
Yeah.
So
I'm not listening to Bubba Watts. Watson on the
Bubba Watts on the mic, man.
On the mic.
I have a hat signed by Bubba Watson.
It was pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's probably worth like a little bit less than if you just would have had the hat.
I think I actually gave it to my dad.
That's
like,
sweet though. That's
yeah.
Sweet.
It's a ping hat. It was, he golfed way more than I do.
My last one.
I'm ready. Why are you smirking like this? What is it?
Fast and Furious.
No, that's not. That's not a guilty pleasure. So many people like this series, and it's ridiculous. You're only saying this to get a rise out of me, and it worked.
No, it totally is a guilty pleasure. Listen, people like watching the Fast and Furious movies to this point because they feel so invested in it.
Yeah.
And there is an aspect of like, I can't believe I'm here watching this. Like, I can't believe I'm devoting another chunk of my life to this. Yeah. But at the same time, I love it. And I don't want to stop. When I watch Tokyo Drift, I hate every moment. Tokyo Drift is an awful movie. It is absolutely awful. Awful. But I want to watch it.
No. Gosh. It's like the Transformers movies.
Oh,
they
that's
just
a good one.
keep happening.
You know the best one though, right?
Why? Don't say the dinosaur.
It's the dinosaur one.
Oh my gosh, I'm so done with this. Why do we do this episode? How am I the one in this position? You're always the one who gets in the position of like,
a great time.
That's ridiculous. Now I feel how you feel.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Now you know what it was like to hear you had 6 out of 10 red Taylor Swift songs that you didn't have red on your album.
Which, by the way, I want to address that.
Let's address it.
So,
the elephant in the room.
We talked to Emily, our resident Swiftie.
Yep.
Who said that you won based on your list.
She did.
She said I had some good ones though, to be fair.
Yeah.
But she also knocked me down because I had 6 from the Red album.
Red. Yeah.
And I did go back and I listened to more Taylor Swift. I was like, I do have to listen to more of the albums.
Yeah.
So I can give it a better idea. I went back and I got to say, should have made all 10 of them Red albums.
You are so wrong. You are so wrong.
No, I'm kidding. There were some other ones. I listened to Speak Now, Fearless, all the early ones the other day. Great songs.
Fearless is great.
I missed some good ones.
Yeah,
honestly.
I know you did.
But now I'm thinking I could easily do a top 20 list. Like,
me too.
It's so easy.
I do have to say I did get some flack from some people as well over Love Story.
Yeah.
Being in my top 10.
But you stand by it, right?
I stand by it.
Yeah, that's right. What's up?
Great song.
What's up?
Look at us.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to our guilty pleasures. What is your favorite guilty pleasure movie? Movies?
My favorite guilty pleasure movie is 17 Again. Have you seen 17 Again? Have you seen it, Paul?
Is that a rom-com?
It's a rom-com.
Yeah, it is. Okay, no, I laugh because
you love it, don't you?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
But I could the picture in my head for this, for whatever reason, was you and Tony sitting on the couch.
And Tony, she hates it, and I
Tony hates it, is on her phone scrolling Instagram, and Alex has a blanket over his head, like this.
Holding it all excited.
His knees are at his chest. And he is so invested, and Tony's like,
something happens, and I look over.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see it? Oh, I'll rewind it.
Listen, it's such a good movie. It's got Chandler from Friends, and then he goes back and he's Zac Efron in high school. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. I don't know.
Zac Efron in high school or Zac Efron from High School Musical?
Zac Efron, he's just Zac Efron.
Oh, okay.
But he's actually very similar to the character from Troy
Bolton.
Troy Bolton.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, he is very, very similar to that guy. Great movie. I would watch it. I'd probably watch it 3 times a year if I needed to.
Well, That's a good amount.
Yeah.
That's a good amount. What were some things that the people said that was their favorite? Wait, was that your only one? Did you only have one?
I mean, there's some other ones. I think for the most part, rom-coms aren't necessarily my go-to, but there's been a couple that I've seen. Like I saw one that was This Means War with
This Means War.
This Means War. It's the two guys who work at the FBI and they end up dating the same woman.
Oh,
and she
I
has
did
to
see that
decide.
one.
Yeah. That one's pretty good. So occasionally a rom-com will hit me and I'm like, all right, I can enjoy this. Especially if it's somewhat like of a buddy cop, but also rom-com thing. It'll work for me.
All right.
I have to bring mine back up because my timer on my phone just went out.
Oh, all right.
So I need you to stall.
I don't have mine up. So are we going to go to TV shows next? I'm going to tell you my TV show one just because I can.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
We've talked about it on the podcast before. I know Paul's in agreement with me.
Yeah. This was the one that was clocked for both of you.
Yeah.
On the Instagram.
Yeah. I assume.
Yeah, I assume.
Gilmore Girls.
Yep.
I love Gilmore Girls.
It surprised me when we talk about this. I don't know anything about Gilmore Girls.
Well, we should have a guys' night and we'll watch whatever you said earlier.
17 again?
Yeah, that thing. And we'll watch Gilmore Girls.
We're going to watch Gilmore Girls, 17 again, and then The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, but I have to ask Paul a question.
Okay, Paul.
We're going to see if he's a real fan.
Paul, come to the mic.
No. Stay there. You don't have to come to the mic. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, hang on. I got to pull this up. Okay, yeah, this is what I thought. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Are you team Jess, Dean, or Logan?
So, I don't know who Logan is yet.
He doesn't know who Logan is. You haven't seen the whole thing?
No.
Oh, I can't say anything else.
But
Oh my gosh, I just ruined everything.
No, you're fine. I was very
Against?
Dean
Yeah, everyone hates Dean.
at the beginning, and then I started to like him, and then I hated him again.
Yeah.
I was so anti-Jess for a while, and towards the part where he kind of when he left, that's kind of where I'm at right now, where he left.
Okay, Paul's still in the middle of it. So if you guys can't hear him off the
Paul
mic,
is actively watching this show.
yeah, he is not sure where he lands. If you are a Gilmore Girls fan, I don't know what we call ourselves, but whatever,
a Gilmoron.
What? No, that's rude, Alex. You can't say things like that.
I like Jess.
Okay, Paul is team Jess. I am team Logan. Just so we're clear.
Okay.
That means nothing to you if you haven't watched Gilmore Girls, but if you have, hit me up on my Instagram and we talk about it.
I'll just say I'm Team Dean.
Team Logan. The worst.
I'm just saying if we're gonna watch it, I gotta take it. I don't want to just bandwagon.
You are Dean.
I don't even understand the insult, but it was fun.
All right. What do we got? The people said?
So Laura said she's the man, which honestly I kind of agree with.
She's which man?
She's the man.
Laura is?
No.
Got him. You look so dumb right now. All right, what else?
That's
a good one.
You've seen the movie. She's the man.
That's a good one.
Pretty Woman. Sharknado.
Sharknado is a guilty
one.
pleasure.
Yeah.
That's a perfect guilty pleasure.
It really is.
What are they on? Like Sharknado 5 now?
I have no idea. But they always do something more ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like now it's a Sharknado, but it also is a Chainsaw-nado.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Shark Piranha-nado. What else? What else is on there?
Rush Hour? I've never seen Rush Hour. But Rush Hour 2 was the one on there.
Yeah, Rush Hour is funny.
Rush Hour is great.
Really funny. Go ahead. What else?
All right, let's see.
Any other really good ones on there?
No. Oh, Paul. National Treasure.
National Treasure.
Love it.
That's a classic.
I'll add that to my list.
Of guilty pleasures?
If I scroll past, okay, it's like if I had, we don't have cable anymore, but when I did, if National Treasure was on, which it was often on FX, Channel 27, I would stop and watch it.
You always put it on.
You always watch it. When I saw it, I think it was on Netflix, and it was like, when it first came on to Netflix, I don't know if it's still on there, it was on like the popular on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
Watched it as soon as I saw it.
Really?
Every time.
Wow.
I don't know why. I know exactly what's going to happen. Still watch it.
Only the first one, though.
The other ones are garbage.
I haven't seen, I don't know which
Two is
I've
okay.
seen the other ones, but I think I've seen 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But it's been a while. I couldn't tell you what happens in 2.
It was okay.
Those are, I mean, I appreciate that Nicolas Cage did those ones. I just, because he's become such a meme now, I can't take any of his movies seriously.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What's the next one on here? Music? I'm going to talk about music.
The next one is music.
All right, so I already gave you one, which is the
Greatest Showman
Showman soundtrack.
Yeah.
There's a couple particular songs because,
Right.
listen, There's something about me that, if you traveled with me, you know. If you haven't, you don't know. My wife is very proud of this about me, okay? She likes me to show it off.
Okay.
Because it's so ridiculous.
Okay.
I love singing very, very high girl notes.
Yes. Have you sang I Won't Say I'm in Love from the Hercules soundtrack?
No.
Oh, we gotta do that later.
My
Guys' night.
Favorite one.
Guys' night.
Favorite one to sing.
Yeah.
This Girl's on Fire by Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Taught Alicia everything she knows, man.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Does she own an Oddcast shirt?
Yes, she does.
I
mailed her five just in case, just to make sure they got there.
You mailed them out separately.
each to different locations I found on Google. Different
ones of her houses. Yeah.
But so Alicia Keys, This Girl's on Fire. If we go on a road trip, it has to be on the soundtrack.
Yeah, I think that's
it's got to be in the playlist, and it's got to hit.
That's a
classic.
And I got to
be warmed up, and I go for it. And Erica laughs every time, and it encourages me to go even more.
That's great.
To the point where I'll lose my voice because I'm singing
that.
so high. Such a guilty pleasure. The other one, I love old boy bands.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Love it. And listen.
You seem like an NSYNC kind of
I was definitely an NSYNC guy. But I don't have the beef that most people have, okay? You don't know. You're too young.
I am. Sure.
I wasn't fighting between the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I just appreciated good music.
That's fair.
Good music, good dance moves. But I'll say, NSYNC wipes the floor with Backstreet Boys when it comes to dance moves. That's all I gotta say.
I got no comment on that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're.
No strings attached, baby.
Is that a dance move or is that
no?
Is that a song?
It's a song. It's the album.
Oh, okay. I have no idea.
What's your guilty pleasure music?
My guilty pleasure music is
music.
Move it. No,
movie music.
Movie music. No, my guilty pleasure. I can't speak right now.
The stroke is back. He's getting the stroke again.
My guilty pleasure music. I'd have to say I was listening to it today. There's this. It's a musical. It's a musical called 22 Chump Street. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I didn't know they had a musical.
They do. It's 22 Chump Street. It's by the same guy who did Hamilton and everything else that he's done since then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 15-minute musical, but it's about this high school kid, or it's about this FBI agent who's like 25 who goes into high schools to bust kids for selling drugs.
Yeah, so like 21 Jump Street.
It's 21 Jump Street, but it's based off of a real story, which I assume is 21 Jump Street is obviously not based off of a real story, but based off of somewhat real events, I assume.
Maybe 21 Jump Street's real story is 21 Jump Street, the movie.
No.
Like some guys did this once in a movie. Yeah. It's based off a real story.
But they named it that because it was like, this is pretty much the exact same thing, right?
Right.
Great musical. Amazing. It's like 15 minutes long, which is why I also like it, because I'm like, I'm not going to sit down and listen to a 4-hour musical, but I can listen to 15 minutes.
Yeah. That's your one music? You have any more on there?
The other ones I'm not like ashamed of. Like I'll proudly listen to VeggieTales songs or like Macklemore. Right?
I did not see that coming after VeggieTales. Wow, that was a combo you just threw out there. VeggieTales, Macklemore.
I feel like Macklemore is like the least respected in the rap community.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Because
he's not good.
That's what I'm saying. But I really enjoy his music. I think he's funny.
That's fair enough. You think he's funny?
I think he's funny. And I listen to a lot of like old YouTube music, like Ryan Higa.
Oh yeah, like
all
Nice
of his
Guys.
songs, love them. Those are the ones like I'll like any road trip for me, especially if Micah's also there because we grew up listening to them.
Yeah,
we'll sing all of his stuff.
Zach and I grew up listening to Ryan Higa's stuff.
Oh, it's great.
All right, what did the people say? I want to know what the people got. Is there funny ones?
K-pop.
Oh, I see one on there.
What was the one?
K-pop. Bieber.
K-pop,
Bieber's a guilty pleasure of a lot of people. I feel like because you like everyone knows that you're supposed to like
not
hate him.
Yeah,
but you still kind of like some of his songs.
Yeah,
like Boyfriend comes on. You can sing
or
a
Baby.
Little bit.
You gotta sing Baby. How can you not?
Baby's not as much.
It comes on, you gotta sing it.
But Boyfriend's more of like a guilty pleasure because you're like, this is not as popular in game. I kind of want to sing.
But I can still get down to it. Yeah.
What else?
Let's see. We got your mom just said country music.
Yeah, guilty pleasure. Me too. I get it. I don't really like country music, But man,
around, man,
there's something that pulls me back every time.
Yeah.
It's never the first thing I want to listen to when I get in a car, ever. But if I'm out back, I've talked about this all the time. Cornhole going, country music.
Yeah.
At the lake, country music /
absolutely
hip hop.
It's a vibe, my guy.
No,
it is.
Don't just.
There is something about it though. I don't know what happened to me, and why I started just listening to country music, but it's pretty good. I get why people like it. I also get why people hate it. I don't. Yeah. I feel like I get both sides.
It's a perfect guilty pleasure.
It is. That's true. That's true.
It.
Let's see. Taylor Swift, obviously.
Your wife said that's a guilty pleasure of hers. You can't be a top 4% and be like it's a guilty pleasure.
But legitimately, when we found out that she was top 4%, she was so ashamed. So this actually is kind of a guilty pleasure of hers.
That's funny.
She was like, I'm not. She literally denied it. I was like, this is just stats, Tony. You can't they just pooled everybody's listening time of Taylor Swift, and you're in the top 4%. You can't.
That's real high.
Yeah, that's really high.
Yeah.
I mean, Emily is top 1%.
That's pretty impressive.
Which is crazy.
And she chose me.
That's true.
My list.
I mean, after all the Taylor Swift I listened to over the last week, I might be getting close to 4%. Probably not.
Probably not. I think you gotta listen a lot more.
I do want to see though.
Well, any other funny ones on there?
Paul said "Old Blue Eyes." I have no idea what this is.
Is that an album?
Oh, Frank Sinatra.
Oh, song.
Is that a guilty pleasure?
That's just his name.
Oh, that's why I was confused. I thought he was talking about a song. I was like, I don't know who that's by.
It does sound like a country song.
It does, right?
Yeah.
That's his nickname.
So just Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, I love Frank.
That's a guilty pleasure?
Why you feel bad about it?
Yeah.
Many people listen to Frank Sinatra, and every time I bring it up,
well, not people our age.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, cool people our age. I like Frank Sinatra. What's
Old
up?
people our age, like Paul.
Yeah.
There's old people our age.
Look at him. He's sitting there with a flannel and moccasins.
Well, yeah, he's old, but my age, I'm not old.
No, he's just our age, but he's old. And we're our age, but we're young. You know what I'm saying?
No, let's talk about it in the time travel episode.
Cool. Another one that I have on here.
Yeah.
For music. I talked about this last week.
Yeah.
I love pop goes punk stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I do.
That's great stuff.
There is a group that I found. I showed you this.
Yeah.
That does Disney songs.
Oh.
In a punk fashion.
What's their name?
They are called Punk Rock Factory. If you like Disney music and punk music, look them up. They are phenomenal.
They're pretty good.
Phenomenal. They do such a good job. All of their own original stuff, not great. Just not great. Their renditions of Disney songs is amazing. Because I feel a little bit less guilty for liking it. Because I don't really like the Disney songs.
Right.
Because I don't like just the musical show tune-esque part of it.
Sure.
But I do still feel a little guilty that I like them because they are Disney songs. But man.
Well, what's so great about them is you get to sing out some sort of punk style.
Yeah.
But you already know all the lyrics.
Yep.
Because you listen to all the Disney movies.
Like I Just Can't Wait to Be King.
Yes.
But with not little baby Simba squeaky voice.
Yeah.
But a grown man with big old beards, kind of grungy voice.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I get, now that I'm older, can't wait to be king.
Yeah, it's just Disney
nothing.
Music aged up a little.
Exactly.
But not too much.
But I love it.
Yeah.
But I also still am like, if I pulled up I go play basketball, right?
Yeah, I'm ready.
If I pull up outside the rec center, windows down that going, with somebody that I play basketball with, makes direct eye contact with me, I'm going to be embarrassed about it.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely am.
I don't think I would be. I'd be embarrassed to be playing basketball. Honestly.
All right. What's next on here? I don't remember.
The next question?
Yeah.
The next question.
Is it food? Snacks?
No, we're not there yet.
Dang it.
The next question is TV shows.
Oh, I already said mine.
Yeah. That's
I have
true.
one. It's
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls. I think I only have one.
I only watched 4 shows.
Do I only have one? I only got one.
What is it?
The Circle. I don't know if anybody else. I mean, I know everybody in this room knows what it is, but if you're watching, The Circle. Is that what you said too, Paul? It's so good. It's
season 1 was good.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen season 1, so I really got to go back.
I haven't seen season 2.
You I guess.
There's 3 seasons?
There's 3 seasons, yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you haven't seen it, it's the show where everybody's, to put it simply, everybody's trying to be like a social media influencer, but there's only like 8 of them in the group at one time. So they're like social media influencers, but their only followers essentially are everybody else. Right. I don't know if I'm explaining it that well, but
they're all in rooms that they can't see each other. They never make actual face-to-face contact.
Right.
Through the whole process. And it's about basically just trying to manipulate people to like you.
Yeah.
Using basically text. You're texting each other.
Right.
And it's not even really social media.
Sometimes photos.
Yeah. Some photos. And then games and stuff.
Yeah.
It was lame, but it was really good at the same time.
The first time I watched it, I was like, this is so stupid. I was like, I hate all these people.
Yep.
And then Tony and I kept watching it, and I was like, this is still so stupid.
I follow many of the people from season 1 on Instagram.
I follow 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I know. It's great. And what's funny is every time one of the characters is like a total bro, I always hate them at first.
And you start to like them.
But then by the end, they're my favorite character.
Yeah. No, man. Season 1, be a different guy. Shuby.
I've heard. I've heard good things.
I love Shuby.
What's the problem is nobody who ever, like the person who's always the most popular the whole time never wins.
That's how every game show goes.
But that sucks. Because the whole time you're like, this person has to win. And then you're like, great, they chose the most middle of the line character because nobody can make a decision based on their actual feelings.
Yeah. The best part, can I ruin the part of season 1 for you? The first send-off?
Sure.
It's this model. Like, gorgeous model.
Yeah.
And everyone sees her photo and they're like, there's no way she's real. This is a fake photo. It was really her. Like, she was genuinely trying to just be her. And they're like, there's no way. Yeah. She has to be fake. And they send her off. And it was really her. It's so funny. It's like the best way to start the show.
Yeah.
I was hooked after that.
That's amazing. It's such a good show. I'm in it every time. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at what people say. Emily.
Yep. Wait, Emily, I thought said Gossip Girl.
She did.
Oh, is that another one of yours?
That's one that I saw some of growing up. Man, it had me hooked. I was like, what's gonna happen next?
Really?
I never finished it though.
I think
Isaiah said Gilmore Girls.
I know.
Isaiah, bro, we're bros.
You and Isaiah have a real off and on.
Yeah, we do.
Relationship through our podcast.
I feel like he hasn't really talked to us since I.
He's talked to me.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to me.
He doesn't talk to you anymore.
He doesn't like me. Multiple Glees on here.
Glee.
Glee.
I could see people really like it.
And I think Erica watched through all of Glee, and I was listening intermittently. Gosh. It was not good.
The Big Bang, or not the Big Bang, The Bachelor or Bachelorette on here.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Garbage. But I understand why it's a guilty pleasure. It's kind of like a train wreck.
Because it's kind of dramatic. And
you
like,
can't look away.
All right, okay. I hate it.
And you kind of want to root for somebody. It's the same thing. It's the same thing what you just said with The Circle. You can't be too mad about it.
I fully understand that me liking The Circle and also hating The Bachelor is a little bit ironic or hypocritical.
Yeah.
I don't care. I still hate The Bachelor.
All right. Are we in food yet? I really want to talk about food.
We be in food.
All right. Is it snacks?
It's snacks.
Okay.
Yeah. Snacks.
My wife told me I had to put this one.
What is
Well, she suggested it. I don't think it's a guilty pleasure, but she suggested it.
Yeah.
My father does this. So maybe this is weird. I don't know. I think I talked about this before. Tuna and mac and cheese.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I do it. I don't know why. My family's done it.
That's
not guilty.
Weird.
Don't feel any guilt towards it. Think it's totally normal. But it tastes good.
Yeah, that's gross, man.
Just open up a can of tuna and put it in there.
No, you don't open up a can of tuna and do anything with it except for feed it to your cat. Or throw it in the trash. Yeah.
No, man, canned tuna is fine.
No, it's not
You
that good.
you pretentious sushi boys.
Yeah, whatever. I eat good tuna. Sorry.
No, you don't.
It's fresh.
It's not
Ish
fresh.
tuna.
You're in Arizona. Fresh tuna.
It's fresh tuna. What?
Oh my gosh. Fresh tuna.
Yours has been in a can in the basement for probably 20 years.
That's fine. Tastes just as, at least mine's cooked. Got him.
Ridiculous.
So
God made fish so that you didn't have to cook it.
Yep.
Doesn't give you diseases. Like chicken.
That's not true. Gives you mercury poisoning. That's what sushi does.
That's only if you have ones that have mercury in them.
Which is most fish.
If you had a chicken that had mercury in it, it would do that too.
But chicken doesn't have mercury in it. You know what happens when you cook the fish? It helps the mercury go away. Google that. You're going to get mercury poisoning from all the sushi you eat. I'm moving on. I hope you don't.
I hope you do.
I hope you don't.
I would do.
That
way I don't have to sit here and listen to all this stupidness ever again.
Okay. My guilty Pleasure. Bread.
Oh, wait. You mean just like not toasted or anything?
Yep.
Dude, same. Sourdough? Just a slice of sourdough? Oh my God. So good. I was literally going to say that.
So good.
I'll
eat it all the time.
I feel so bad for this because me and my wife, we both really like sourdough toast. But there's times so we try to eat like one a day, right? We'll both have like a slice with our breakfast.
Do you put avocado on every time?
No, not every time. Sometimes I'll do it. But some days I'm like, I'm on break at work and stuff like that. And I work from home, and I'm like, I'm just gonna eat a piece of bread, just completely.
Yeah.
Nothing on it.
But here's
the awesome.
Thing. I love sourdough. I'm talking all bread.
Yeah. Oh,
Any form of bread, I'll sit and eat. Yeah. But my favorite.
What? A bagel.
I like bagels.
Yeah.
My favorite snack, though. I don't do it often.
What?
But like guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
You take a tortilla. You put peanut butter and jelly inside of it, and you roll it like a burrito.
Peanut butter and jelly? I've done peanut butter.
Peanut butter and jelly.
And jelly?
Mm-hmm. And roll it like a burrito and eat it.
Do you have any tortillas I can take home and try this?
I have tortillas on the counter right now.
We can try this?
We can try it.
We're going to try this afterwards.
It is so good.
I'm ready.
Change your life, man.
I would do that. I do that with like butter or peanut butter.
Yeah.
I've just never done
peanut butter and some jelly in there.
Do you heat it up?
Mm-mm.
Nothing?
Sometimes I'll heat up the tortilla. That's it. Because I got a little tortilla warmer thing.
Yeah. You have a tortilla warmer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's an electric stove? Yeah.
No, just do it on the stove.
Yeah.
That makes a little skillet thing. Bread. That's all I have for. I just really want to talk about bread. I love bread. I'll eat bread anytime, anywhere, all the time.
I was literally thinking that exact same thing as I was driving here today. I was like, oh, it's totally just
bread.
Straight up bread.
Bread is just a universal thing.
I think that's true. I feel like everybody it's standard, at least in Europe. If you're buying a baguette, you take a bite of it on your way home. It's just tradition. I think so. I think this is what I read on the internet.
Did you really read that on the internet?
I read that on the internet. Yeah. When you're driving home, you take the first bite out of your baguette.
Do they have a lot of baguettes in Europe?
Yeah.
All over?
Yeah. I don't know.
That this is like a tradition? That's what I'm saying. I know they have baguettes in Europe.
They definitely
I'm saying, is it like so much so that they have a tradition where you have to take a bite of it on the way home?
I think so.
Is it just like
this is what I've heard.
We have
Paul's looking it up right now.
We have.
If not, it should be. I'll eat half a baguette on the way home. A baguette is it's the most addictive thing in the world.
We have gas stations where all that's inside of them is candy and beef jerky sticks and Slim Jims, and that's the garbage we eat. They stop at the grocery store and they buy a baguette and they eat a bite of it on the way home.
They do eat way less sugar than we do.
That is true.
But think about this.
But they eat real sugar, not high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, that's true. If you took all that bread, toasted it and prepared it, maybe threw a little bit of butter on it, and then ate, because I'll do this. I'll buy a baguette and then just eat like half of it because it's just so freaking good. But if you prepare it all, you look like a glutton.
Yeah. Okay, you know what I do?
What?
This is bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be making dinner. I'll be thinking about making dinner. I'm at the store. And I'll buy the pre-done garlic bread.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And you just put it in the oven for like 15 minutes in a little bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I'll just eat that.
Yeah.
If like Eric is like, oh, I already ate. Oh, I'll just eat that
whole thing of garlic bread.
Oh, I can down at least half of one of those things.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. The amount of butter and bread. It's just butter and carb.
You know what we should do sometime? Garlic. Cut one of those open. Meatball Sub.
I have
one giant meatball sub.
No, so what I did one time, took one of those, cut it open, right? Or it's already cut open. Just opened it. Dug out the bottom half. Okay?
Yeah.
Ripped it up. So that's like dipping pieces.
Okay.
And I had made with penne pasta and chicken and cheese, like an Alfredo-y thing with cheese on top. Yeah. But I put the pasta and the chicken already cooked in there, sprinkled more cheese over top, closed it, baked it for a little while.
Nice.
And cut into it. It was like a little bread bowl.
Yeah.
Delicious.
That sounds awesome.
It's not
right.
What?
I'm right. I knew it.
But it's not because it's a rule. It's just because that they can't help but have the first.
It's like a tradition.
They just do it just cause.
And yeah, I don't think it's a rule. Not like you're leaving the store and like, what? You have to take a bite of that, right?
They have like 20 rules for like baguette etiquette, though.
They have baguette etiquette?
Baguette etiquette.
What? Wait. Send me this list. I want to know what the rules of baguette etiquette are.
All right. Well, we got to keep going. We got to finish this thing.
But I'm definitely going to read it.
You can read it on the side.
Cool.
But here's my thing on bread. what's so cool, I love going to different cultures and hearing different things about the culture and trying the different foods. Sometimes it's scary.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people do weird stuff with meats.
Yeah.
You know what you can always trust is their bread source.
That's true.
Every single culture has a way in which they like to eat their bread.
Yeah.
And it's all different.
It is.
It's all the same in so many ways, but it's different. Yeah. And I love that. Yeah.
And it's always a comfort thing.
Yes.
Bread is always comforting.
Right. So some people don't like Olive Garden.
That's ridiculous.
Because the best part about Olive Garden is the breadsticks.
Yeah.
Which I'll agree. It's the best part.
Yeah.
We'll never get sponsored by Olive Garden because their pasta is not that good. It's trash. No. It's not good.
No, but it's still fine.
I will always say yes to Olive Garden because I know I'm going there for one reason. The breadsticks. I'm going to Red Lobster, which is always conveniently next to Olive Garden for one reason. The Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Yeah, Cheddar Bay biscuits. But here's the thing. People always are like...
We started out friends.
This is... people always say that Olive Garden's not that good. Like, it's not like a good Italian restaurant.
No, it's not even close.
But it is fine.
It's fine.
And they've got great salad. Their salad's so tasty. And their breadsticks, amazing. What are you talking? What's this win? Their salad's great.
It's not that great.
Great croutons.
The croutons are good. Salad's not.
It's the bread part, man.
So, you know what I think?
What?
This is a miss in our culture right now. I don't know how we do it. I think we should start this. If you're listening to this, I'll give you permission to steal this idea. Fast food pasta. It's not a thing.
It is a thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's definitely not. There is not a drive-through pasta place.
There is. I saw one the other day in Pine Top.
Okay, in Pine Top. That is not a culturally relevant place.
Doesn't matter. I'm saying it's a thing.
Okay, there is one. It is not an actual thing until it's actually happening across the world.
Okay, it's not a common thing.
Noodle & Co. is fast food.
They are not fast food.
But
they don't have a drive-through.
I'm talking
fast food.
I'm telling you, this place in Pine Top, it is literally a drive-through, and they will give you a bucket of noodles.
That sounds great. It's a great idea. Imagine Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Adds a drive-through lane on the outside. I'm doing that all the time.
And honestly, think about this.
That's great fast food level.
You just make it like a Subway setup, right? Where it's just not necessarily like you have to choose each section when you drive through.
Like, what sauce?
Could you imagine a drive-through Subway actually?
Oh my god. As you're driving, you're pointing through the window. No. I want the American cheese, not toasted.
Not want that much lettuce. Not that much. But no, think about this, right? All they have to do is like a giant vat of simmering marinara.
Anytime someone's talking about food and says a giant vat, you've just made it 1,000 times less appetizing.
But that's what they'd have to do, right? They'd have to have sauce always on the burner, right? That's just always slightly warm.
Yeah.
As well as pasta, and they'd have a few things that they just need to like.
No, I'm gonna break some secrets for you, okay?
What? What's your secrets?
I worked at Old Spaghetti Factory.
Oh, the packets?
No.
You don't have packets of pasta?
No. They pre-cook their pasta though.
Yeah.
Put it in little individual strainers. Okay?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like it's perfectly portioned.
Yeah.
Put that in a cooler, basically. Yeah. It's a fridge type thing. And then just warm it up.
That actually
basically throw in some more hot water real quick and then throw it back in that strainer and then dump it on a plate. That
is exactly what the place that I worked at did too.
Fast food, man. This is totally feasible. Why are people not doing this? And everybody, I don't eat in my car. I never eat while I'm driving in my car. I love grabbing fast food and coming home.
Right.
Uber Eats, that stuff, same thing.
Yeah.
That works for Noodle & Co., but their stuff isn't that good to go. It's not good to go. It's good there, not good to go.
I wonder if...
This is a miss in our culture.
I wonder if that's why. What if the shelf life of pasta is not long enough for it to work? No, man, because
cold spaghetti is still good. Next day spaghetti, still good. It's just Noodle & Co. is not doing it right.
Sauce it up, it'll stay warm.
I guess you'd have to do a lot of sauce.
Yeah.
Get a nice tin foil or like a foil outside for the whatever
bowl
it's in.
We should start this restaurant.
What are we going to call it? Zoomdles. You zoom through and you get noodles. Nailed it.
If we want to get into a legal battle for the clout, we call it Noodle & Go.
Noodle & Go.
Instead of Noodle &
Go.
And we make it look exactly like a Noodle & Co., but with a drive-thru.
And there's a little car. Or how about this? Ravigoli. I got a whole bunch of Oli jokes I can make of you.
You keep them because we gotta start marketing this.
Yeah.
I have another one for you.
Yeah.
I got two more that I gotta say.
Yeah.
Not in food.
Okay.
I'm just going off the rails now.
I'm ready.
I'm not listening to what they say anymore.
Cool.
First one, I got totally called out when the people that said, "What is Ricky's guilty pleasure?" Because I didn't have this on my thing, and it counts. Shoes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just sold a pair. It was sad.
What pair did you sell? I thought it was gonna be that pair that's sitting on the desk.
No, it was the pair that was underneath that pair in a box. I still had the original box pair that I bought for $30 from an outlet.
Wow.
Sold them for 170 buckaroos after wearing them for 4 years.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying, man. I love shoes. You know what I'm going to do that $150?
What?
Probably pay bills. But you know what I'd like to do with that $150?
Buy more shoes.
Buy more shoes. I'll buy another pair of Jordans.
It's just an investment cycle.
Yeah, exactly. Some tan gum mids. You know what it's about.
Did you just say tan gum mids?
Yep.
That,
people know.
To anybody who isn't a sneakerhead, sounds like just hot gibberish. I'm wearing tan gum mids. It sounds like you're somebody who like grew up in the South on a farm and didn't know what they were talking about.
Maybe I did.
Hey, go over there in the fields next to them tan gum mids. That's what it sounds like.
It's a plant.
Hey, the harvest for that tan gum mids this year pretty good.
All right, my last one. I love brain puzzles.
Oh, like on the
riddles?
Yes.
Yeah, riddles I love, but like puzzles that aren't pieces. Okay. They call them like different. They call them puzzles too. So like they have the Chinese type of puzzles where you have to figure out how to take things apart and then put them back together.
Yeah, or the boxes.
I love those. I love them. I watch a guy on YouTube. I don't remember his name, but he buys all these like $10,000 ones that are crazy expensive and hard to figure out, and he solves them.
Chris Ramsey.
I love
Is his
them.
name Chris Ramsey?
Or Mr. Puzzle.
There's a bunch of guys.
Mr. Puzzle?
Yeah, there's one Mr.
I'm definitely
Puzzle.
going to follow that.
It's not him. It might be Chris Ramsey. But man, I love them. I wish I had $10,000 to go buy one of those puzzles and then try and figure it out. I would not sleep for days to figure that out. I would be so ashamed of it because it's such a nerd thing. But I love it.
You know, in the terms of YouTube things, like guilty pleasures as far as YouTube goes, I love those like random guys who just build pools or houses in the wilderness.
Yes.
Who are they? What are they called?
I don't know, but one of my favorite memes is when it's the guy. It's like a video meme.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still call those memes. I don't know what it's called, but it's a guy that's like, "There's no way that the ancient Egyptians could have built the pyramids. It's too complex."
Yeah.
It's like it had to be aliens, and it just like jumps to a clip of those guys building like a pool underground in this whole like temple, and he's like, "They built this with a bunch of sticks." Like, yeah, I think they could build a triangle.
It is incredible.
They're so cool.
Like they build better stuff with their hands than I could build on Minecraft. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. Minecraft should have been your guilty pleasure.
That's not a guilty pleasure.
Yes, that is 1,000%.
That's one of the most popular video games of all time.
I'm still gonna go as a guilty pleasure, man.
Fine, guilty.
Because
I'm guilty.
That's nerd culture.
Minecraft is an amazing game. I will say, I guess I feel guilty when I play it because I'm straight up addicted to it. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's a guilty pleasure because you play like hours and hours and hours on end.
Well, that's why I don't play it anymore. I quit playing it because if I play it, I play way too much.
It's the dumbest thing, man.
It is not the dumbest thing. Look, thank you, Paul. Thank you. Paul and I have a server that he still hasn't canceled.
Did
you cancel it
yet? I don't even know what that means.
Paul and I have had a server that he's been paying for the last 2 years. I'm gonna get back on it, man. I have a house. I should be doing stuff in my house. I'm just gonna start playing Minecraft again.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Tony. Sorry, we shouldn't have brought it up.
Yep.
Well, that's all my guilty pleasures. I'm a pretty open book. I don't feel too bad about any of these.
Honestly, neither do I.
But I do understand it. There's a little bit of shame with some of them.
Sure.
But you know what? I think you should just like what you like. I don't think you gotta feel bad about it.
I agree.
Why you gotta feel bad?
Unless it's something terrible.
Right. Unless it's something terrible, like Minecraft.
Minecraft is not terrible.
It is. You literally just said it was because you're addicted to it and it destroys yourself.
That's my own self-control that's terrible.
No, it's because Minecraft's terrible.
No.
Minecraft
is a moral neutral. In fact, it's a moral positive.
No, it has caused you hours of your life, and it has caused Paul hours of his time that he worked to make money to spend on a stupid server that neither of you are currently using.
Listen, just because some people are addicted to something doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad.
Do you want to go here?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I want to go here.
I think you don't want to. This is a slippery slope that you're about to walk yourself down.
No, it's not a slippery slope.
Okay.
I think you could make a case, but it wouldn't follow through.
Okay.
Do it. Try to make a case.
If you're addicted to something, it's bad.
No.
Yes.
It's bad. It's bad if you are addicted to something. But if you are addicted to something, that doesn't make that thing bad.
Makes it bad to you?
It makes it bad for you. It makes your own lack of self-control is bad for you.
So it's bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's bad.
It's not bad.
You just said
Go with me
makes
here.
it bad.
Do you like coffee?
It's good.
People are addicted to it.
Yeah.
Therefore, it has to be bad.
For them, it's bad for them.
Their own self-control, lack of self-control.
You know what's better? Water.
Better for them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll agree with you there. It does not make it morally wrong.
I didn't say it made it morally wrong.
That's what bad means.
That's not what bad means.
That's what bad means?
Bro, you need to check out the dictionary because bad has a lot of meanings nowadays. Bad can also mean good, thanks to our 90s brothers and sisters.
That's ridiculous.
That's bad, bro.
That's like sick.
Sick?
I grew up saying sick, and my dad was like, it's sick, and I was like, it's sick. And he was like, that's stupid.
That's dope.
Yeah, dope is stupid, too.
You're like, what? You know?
Stupid is another one of them.
That's a vibe, my guy.
Yeah, that one makes sense to me.
Hunted.
Oh, my gosh.
How else can we just make everybody that is younger than us not like us right now?
Is that how? I think hunted is a common thing now, right?
Yeah, but we're old, man.
Oh, is it we're just saying
we're old past this, yes.
Dang it. What are we supposed to say? Oh, gee.
Gee Willikers.
Gee Willikers.
You guys want to check out my local podcast?
Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks.
Golly, that's a good one, yeah.
All right, well, give these people your wisdom about guilty pleasures.
My wisdom.
Give us the all-wise brain
Here's my
knowledge.
Wisdom. You should join Paul and my Minecraft server.
That is not a wisdom. That is a
Nobody's played on it
help.
forever. I don't even know how to give you information, but you can join it.
That's a cry for help. That's not a wisdom.
It's not a cry for help. Neither of us play on it. It's just a free world. And someday, it's not free for Paul.
Nothing is free.
Nobody else incurs any cost. How much does it cost you a month?
Like $7.99.
$7.99?
Yeah, this game is bad. I'm going there.
Listen, it's not a bad
cost you hours of your personal life.
You don't even know, man.
I do. Know. You've told us. You told us that you used to play like 10 hours a day.
Yeah. Middle school, high school Alex on Minecraft was like none other.
Is that your wisdom? You just want people to join there?
Join Paul's server. That's my wisdom.
Oh my God.
We won't play Minecraft with you because we have better things to do at the time. But at the time. I'm sure there's some point in my life. We played that stupid delivery game. I played Minecraft.
The delivery game is great.
That delivery game is great.
This is how our friendship works, okay? We're just going off the rails here again. We bought this stupid game. We brought it up 2 weeks in a row. It's basically Gang Beasts. If you haven't played that, go play it.
Have we talked about this game on here before?
We talked about it last week.
Man, I forget these things so much.
But this one, you're like these gangly guys, and you're trying to do stuff, and you're just like a noodle, basically.
You're like a rag
Jello.
Yeah.
And Alex and I are playing, and Paul's playing. And Alex and I are working on how to get a helicopter to fly. He's trying to fly the helicopter. I'm trying to stay on the helicopter while holding a thing that explodes, a barrel that explodes, and a fish. And so
because you got to have both of them, honestly.
And we just keep blowing up, and we're laughing. And Paul is literally playing the game, completing tasks. And I'm like, hang on, I dropped the fish. Go back.
Yeah, we're just farting around the whole time.
That was life. So, anyways, it's another guilty pleasure. You know what?
Hey,
like what you like.
Hey,
enjoy what you enjoy.
I have something for you. I forget what it was, but you told me to remind you to do something at the beginning of this.
Yes, I'm getting there. Like what you like. Enjoy what you enjoy. We're thankful that you continue to support us. We know that this is just absolute chaos every week, but it's fun chaos.
Do you think for anybody, our podcast is their guilty pleasure?
I think everyone in the Oddcast, our podcast, is their guilty pleasure.
That's probably true.
And on that note, we are going to continue, just so you know, to be releasing all of our episodes on our podcasts, wherever you find your podcast, wherever you listen to them. On Mondays, we release them at 1 a.m. in the morning, so they're ready for your commute. But we're going to start moving back our video releases to Tuesday, just so there's a little bit easier on our editing and on Paul. So if you don't see those on Mondays, don't be alarmed. We had some issues with some Premiere Pro stuff and all that. We're getting that figured out. But Tuesday is the day that those videos will be releasing. And if they're not, you can personally text Paul or DM Alex, and Alex will give you Paul's number, and you can call him and tell him you're angry at him yourself.
Sure, yeah.
Anything you want to add?
Nope. After my wisdom, I'm done. I forbid myself of saying any words at all after I've done with my wisdom.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, and remember, stay odd.